Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Cheery Fashionista. If you are meeting me for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and help me grow my channel. You guys, I would appreciate that very much. I post everything from fashion to motivational content and the occasional travel videos and everything else in between. So hit the notification bell while you're at it so that you'll get notified when I post new content. Thank you very much, guys. So, you guys, in this video, I'm sharing my love and adoration for New York City. And I love going there. It's my happy place here on the Northeast. So, I thought I would do a video, to help other people who I headed to the Big Apple, for business and maybe want to do something off peak. Or maybe you're a tourist coming from, far away or maybe just from another state and you want to know, what can I do when I get to the city? Uh, it can be very overwhelming. There's so many things you can do. And this list is just like a fraction of like thousands of things you can do. So I'm just sharing what I have done. So you guys, what is first on my list? Broadway. Okay, so if you're coming to New York City and you don't see a Broadway show, what are you even doing? Seriously, Broadway is one of my favorite things about New York City. There's something about the lights and the energy that just amplifies the whole experience. Yeah, and when you are coming from a state like New Jersey, which is a sleepy state, you will need all the energy you can. So I enjoy coming, from New Jersey over to New York, where I instantly feel like a rush of adrenaline, energy, and and then when you go to Broadway, it's just like you go from 0 to like 100. So what shows would I recommend? You guys, how about you start with The Lion King like I did? Lion King stole my heart. Oh my goodness. The opening had people tearing up in the dark. I could hear people sniffling. The costumes were out of the world. The music is defining. The setup was, oh my goodness. It just reminded me of, acting classes that I took back in elementary school in Nairobi, Kenya. So, and with the lion being the pride of Africa, it just felt so emotional. It was such an emotional experience for me. Yeah, this was my first show on Broadway and I loved it. It was magical. I recommend this. Like, I think this is like the first show that everyone who has never watched anything on Broadway, this is the one that you should start with, because everything after that is going to be like an addition. So yeah, this is the Broadway show that I recommend for beginners. And I have seen a lot of people say that they have watched it more than twice, which this is why I'm telling you guys it's really good. The other show that I recommend is Aladdin. You guys, if you love bursts of vibrant colors, big smiles, this is the show for you. Oh my God. When it was starting, I just, it's so magical. And you guys, you remember that song by Regina Bell and Peebo Bryson, and how magical it was, and then you come and see this whole experience live. It was so, and I don't even know what word to use. It was so magical, and the genie absolutely stole the show. But don't sleep on the other cast. It was so, like, the whole thing was balanced. The genie was like on 500%, and then everyone else was, it was like a very interesting balance of characters and roles. It was very interesting, you guys. This is another one that I could recommend. Very sweet, funny, romantic, and make sure to carry your tissues because you will tear up. Then another, oh, you guys, there's also, you can always go for off Broadway shows like Titanique. Oh my goodness, you guys, this was so funny. If you're a Celine Dion fan, then Titanique is the one for you. Like if you're a Celine Dion fan, you love the Titanic movie, or you just want, something that's a bit wild and, not so, not so structured like, Broadway shows. I recommend you go over and watch an off Broadway show like Titanique. This is an absolute must see. It's a parody musical that, retells the story of Titanic, but through the lens of Celine Dion. And the actress who plays this part is so funny. She is so on point. Like you would really think it was Celine, you guys. So, according to this whole thing, she crashes the show to tell her version of events. And, she basically ruins Jack and what's the lady's name? The actress. Yeah, so she kind of ruins the whole romantic thing by installing her own story to the whole thing. The cast is hilarious. The energy is off the hook. Everything is just insane, you guys. So if you want to see something that will make you laugh your butt off, I recommend this off Broadway show. You guys, it is amazing. So, what else can you do when you're in New York City? How about going on a rooftop for brunch or for dinner or for whatever? So, for me, like I love going to New York for brunch, especially like when the weather is really nice. Even when the weather is like rainy, the place still delivers. It's just a very interesting city. I just love it, you guys. So, there's something really special about, brunch on New York City rooftops. First of all, it's not something that is very obvious. This is something for me that I have realized with, the frequency of going and, my all, like, I'm always looking for, trying to see different restaurants and trying different foods and cuisines. And so this is how I've come to realize that, oh, they have magic going on up there. So that's how I came to know about rooftops. So one of my favorite places to go to is the Refinery rooftop. It has gorgeous views of the Empire State Building. Um, I love their French toast. I like the ambience. There's just something about the place that is very inviting. It feels like you're going to your second home. It's very warm. I guess that's why I just, it's just on top of my list. The other place that I love, love, love is the Terrace over at the Times Edition. It's up there on top of Times Square. So Times Square's madness is on the bottom, but when you go up, you kind of have this experience where you're up there. There's peace, there's quiet, there's like a balance. Like there's chaos at the bottom, there's tranquility at the top, and so there's like an evening out of energies. It's just very interesting, you guys. I really like this place. Their French toast is unbelievable. The ambience is just insane. I love the decor, how they've decorated it. It's so, I don't even know what word to use, you guys. Yeah, so you guys don't sleep on the Refinery rooftop and the Terrace over at the Times Edition. These are really great places. Another place that I would highly recommend is Ophelia Lounge over at the Beekman Hotel. Really nice place for brunch. They have their brunch towers where they have these tiers of food. Like you just look at it and you're just full. You just fill up. It's so nice, and then you can enjoy your brunch while looking at gorgeous views of the Hudson River and then the city. It's just so magical, you guys. So yeah, try going on rooftops and see if you're gonna like. Another place that I highly, highly recommend, obviously, is like Central Park. So Central Park is like the heart of New York City, I believe. And yeah, it's one of those places, especially if you've never been, like if it's your first time visiting the city, then this is the place that you must visit. It's so magical. Like for me, it reminds me of the Home Alone movies. Sarah Jessica Parker going there. Like it's so um it's such an interesting place. Plus the fact that it's in the middle of this chaotic uh city that is full of that so has so much going on, but then you can always find peace and tranquility. You're not dealing with cabs and crowds. It's so huge. You're walking through trees, you're hearing birds. It's so peaceful. Someone is playing a guitar. So everything kind of slows down in this park. you know you're in the park, the skyline is still up there. It's just a very interesting thing. So yeah, it's dreamy. You can take a ride on those horse-drawn carriages. Yeah, it's just so special, you guys. So yeah, if you've never been, this is a place I highly recommend, and you are going to have a great time. Then we have another thing that you can do if you're like into if you're like a water elemented person like me, or if you just like boats and cruising and all that kind of stuff, then don't sleep on the Beast. Yes, it's a speedboat called the Beast, and it's really wild. I love it. I've gone on it a couple of times, and it's always so much fun. This is not your average boat tour. It's fast, it's loud, and be ready for, you know, wild turns. Like the guy who drives it, I don't know what he's on. It's just it's fun though, you guys. Music blasting, especially when the sky is blue. It's so much fun. You will get splashed, depending on where you're seated. You will get wet. So if you know you don't want to get wet, choose a seat at all the way at the front. If you want to be splashed on, choose a seat at the back. So it's this is going to be something that you're not going to forget anytime soon. You're going to be flying down the Hudson River, wind in your face, skyscrapers all around, and you come up to the Statue of Liberty, and they give you like 5 minutes to take pictures. It's just so much fun, you guys. This is a must do if you've never done it. Then finally, I recommend that you head on over to the Museum of Ice Cream in Soho. If you're looking for, something to indulge in, they have gourmet ice cream that is going to just elevate your whole experience. The place is pink. Every room is pink. It feels like all the ice creams are pink. It's like stepping into a giant Barbie, dessert dream. And everything is bright, it's colorful, and then you have little kids playing around, and also adults having fun. The installations are so childlike, but you can also, if you're an adult, you can also indulge. This is so much fun. There's a sprinkle pool. They have banana shaped swings, pastel colored rooms, and there's ice cream at every corner. You guys, don't forget to try the bagel ice cream. This just wowed me. Can you imagine biting a bagel, and then inside is this creamy, gooey yumminess? Just wow. It's lighthearted, it's silly, it's not something that you would consider doing, which is why you have to do it. Go with friends, take your kids, or even go by yourself. You'll walk out so happy. So yeah, it's one of those experiences that reminds you to not take life too seriously, and that ice cream can fix everything, honestly. Yeah, you guys. So those are my top recommendations for people who are looking to go into the city, or maybe you are a fan like I am, and maybe you've just never tried these places. These are my recommendations. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.